Lssimple man here with you with a video on just easy way to charge AC, and using this special container and some hot water out of the sink. I'm gonna put it in as a liquid. You know, I mean, if you got a machine, that's wonderful. Most people don't have it, but they can vacuum it down and use these cans. You can charge it without the motor running. Oh yeah, and it's beautiful small block Chevy we're doing vintage air on. It's gonna be all right. Pretty cool. Gen 5 vintage air system. We're making progress. We still got to wire up some stuff. Got the controls in. We got to do our vents and all. But she's a beauty. Small block Chevy kit using an LS power steering pump, a DR44 Escalade alternator with a simple one wire exciter that's on a switched hot wire with our relays for our fans, and got 4 fans on it. 98 to 02 Camaro fans, and OBS water pump. That almost sounds like a cuss word, OBS. And then OBS crank pulley, and Lssimple small metal pulley kit for a small block Chevy, and LSSAC for a small block Chevy. That works out really nice, smooth. And then we use a little tube on the back of the power steering pump, and then a fitting to make it go from O-ring to flare. It's a little simple fitting, goes onto that tube right there. Then you got a simple deal with the hose. And on this truck, we went ahead and clearanced the inner apron. So next time it's easy enough to change it, you know, without having to. They put the inner fender like over the hoses, but we chopped it out and then put this little piece of trim on there. But back to the program here, charging the AC. I wanted to let these cans have a chance to get a little warm. Just tap water, you know, sink water. It ain't got to be boiling or nothing, just hot sink water in a specialized container, which is going to hold the R value of the water. So, yeah, and then what you want to do then is just purge off. I've already opened that up. Purge it off of the line here, and that way you're not charging in a bunch of air that's in this hose. You only really have to do that once on the initial can, and then flood it in the liquid, and you watch this can. See it rising there? It'll start to float. It'll empty this can out like in just a few seconds. And then you're not going to damage the compressor with the liquid because it's not running, so it ain't going to damage it. If you ever charge it while it's running, you cross out the clutch for the pressure switch. You better put it in as a vapor, which would be this can turned over. It's already emptied that can because it's going in as a liquid, but it ain't going to hurt anything because the clutch is not turning. That compressor is made to pump a vapor, not a liquid. So if you yahoos are going to charge it while it's running by crossing out the clutch, which is really, to me, a no-no, is have it where it's not running and put it in as a liquid, and that way it doesn't kill the compressor, because the compressor, it'll be like a vapor lock and it'll tear up the compressor. And then, of course, you'll blame the compressor and not the reason you killed it. See, now this can don't weigh nothing. And then on vintage air, 2 cans is simple. It'll be charged. Now you can close it back off, close your gauges off, and then put on the next can. And this is simple stuff here that everybody can do, you know, Harbor Freight little kit. And then I'm gonna try to do this one-handed and put the next can on, if you don't get dizzy watching this video. And this video is not for the haters, you know, because I could care less. I'm not trying to prove that I'm the only one that knows how to do this. Just trying to help the weekend warrior. That's why I make my kits. They're pre-assembled. And if you take it off and scatter all the stuff, you know, I put it together for you one time, but the rest of it's like if you're taking it off, just put some wire ties on it, you know? Don't just scatter it everywhere. So now I've got the second can on there, and I'll let you look at the motor while I'm punching the can, and then you'll watch and see how quick it'll empty this other one out. And here we go. Put it back in upside down. And since I've already purged the line out one time, you don't have to do it again, because the R12 is a gas that's not going to leave the hose right quick. And then you just flood in the second can, open up your both sides, high and low, and it's going to shoot that joker. And then you'll see the can starting to rise. And yeah, she's going in there. 2 cans and it's done. It take you just a couple minutes to charge the system. Well, they see already the can's floating in here. You know, that's 2 cans and it's done. You know, why make it so difficult? And then this compressor's never moved. And we use condenser fans. Maybe it's an overkill, but we'll have them triggered by the pressure switch on the relays, which we have protected by a resettable link fuse here. And then the studs that come through offer the grounds, because we skin it out under where the paint's not, it's raw, and then put our grounds for our relays and for each fan. We run pre-wire it, you know, have the stuff hanging off there. Here's an OBS condenser modified to fit in here with 2 fans on it. So when the air comes on, the 2 fans come on, and then the engine's gonna have a trigger to cut these fans on. It'll have 4 fans moving air, and you can sit in the drive-through with your air on, with it hitting a lick, blah, 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 and charging. The AC will be kicking butt. Guaranteed. It'll freeze you out of there. But if you're running this without fans moving air over the condenser and then wondering why your air don't work, it's because as soon as the air's kicked in and turning, it needs to have air movement on this condenser, whether it's by the fans you put on it or the radiator fans. You got to bypass them where they don't wait on the engine to heat up to come on, because by then you've roasted your AC and your high side is like crazy high, and it don't like that. It wants to be air moving across it while the air is on. And then your pressure switch off of your dryer here will trigger that. As soon as you turn the air on, same trigger will make the fans come on. You can put them on relays and you'll be good to go. Well, that, like again, it's a lot of ways to skin a cat. You know, you can start at the bottom on the feet or whatever, and or you can start at the top, you know, around the throat. There ain't just one way to do this stuff, but that's kind of the easy way in a nutshell. But this is going to be nice right here when we get done. This is a pretty little truck, man. It's like killer thriller. The only thing is it needs an LS motor in it, but we LS-ified the accessories with our simple small block Chevy kit. And it's stout. It's tied into the intake bolts here, through here, and into the top idler pulley here. And then now you got modern power steering, you got modern alternator with a simple little 1-wire triggered by the switch top wire and DR44. And when it charges, you don't even hear it. And then these fans come on and it's blowing like the north wind. www.lssimple.net. Be kind. There's a lot of evil people out there, and just be nice to each other. You know, your trip here on earth is real short. Believe me, you'll be old before you know it. So treat your elders with respect and be nice. It's easy to be evil. Maybe a little bit more hard, more effort to be nice. And be nice to mean people. Sometimes they just having a bad day. Love y'all. Peace out.